I'm Aaron Gallo.
I'm Marty Hogan.
And I'm Eric Perry.
And we're from the Starfleet Escape Podcast. And you're listening to another great Four-Eyed Radio product. For more shows, check out foureyedradio.com.
This Four-Eyed Radio production is brought to you by America Joy Print Shop. All your printing needs taken care of in one convenient place. Visit americajoy.com for business cards, flyers, banners, decals, car wraps, and more. Visit americajoy.com.
Snoop Lion has the record for longest AMA. He stayed on all day.
Wow.
Literally, people stay on there and do the AMAs because people ask him like constantly questions. They stay on there for like 45 minutes to a couple of hours.
Oh, I see.
Snoop Lion was on there all day. Like, he literally said like throughout the day, like, "What are you doing right now?" And he's like, "Smoking that herb in the studio." Like, I was like, and he even made video responses.
Oh, wow.
But he's just like, "Yeah, so you asked me this, but my question to you is this." He got a meme made out of it where, like, Snoop Dogg does AMA, he asked them questions. He asked the people questions. It's a good guy, Snoop Lion. But his whole thing was pretty funny. I read that one. I read Obama's AMA, which is nothing but people reading through his responses.
Yeah.
And, like, posting.
I'm Barack Obama,
Yeah.
and I would like to
People
bomb
don't actually
Syria.
ask him anything.
Yeah. I mean, people ask for, like, this long, fucking, drawn-out political
I was about
thing.
to say...
Yeah, he gives, like, a long, drawn-out, basic government response.
Yeah. Oh, we do
So-
not do pinpricks.
He had some cool ones for, like, you know, just like personal questions. Yeah, basically. Because he has that meme where he's like making that face. He's
Yeah.
like, "Not bad." And then he goes like, "What are my thoughts on my own meme?" He's like, "Not bad." Like, that's pretty funny.
Nice.
The fact that the president's on Reddit is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Okay, I'll take back what I say about Reddit. I mean, in general, it annoys me, but yeah, the AMAs, that sounds pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Oh,
love
yeah,
that
that's all I go for.
anytime people have like interaction with like their fan base or just the public, where it's normally people that wouldn't be accessible,
Yeah.
you know, then that's always cool.
It's pretty much what it is. Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
whole new type of people.
I don't know, but yeah, I was wondering if they were just asking Barack Obama these like bullshit questions like, "What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?" Well, I really enjoyed the Rocket Road because it represents my life. It's been a Rocket Road.
There definitely are some personal
top.
questions like that, like what do you do to relax and shit.
Yeah. How often do you masturbate? Well, it depends. Pre-being president, about 3-4 times a day. Now, maybe once or twice a week.
So, let me tell you how my masturbation goes.
First, I get in the first lady, and then I call a couple Secret Service officers to help assist. We have the Devil's Threesome.
And then we Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, I just saw the headline of this, and I just had to bring it up. Someone posted this on Facebook. Man arrested for the 4th time for having sex with a teddy bear in public.
For the 4th time?
I'm speechless. I'm sorry.
Charles Marshall, 28, received a citation on Wednesday for masturbating with the stuffed animal in an alleyway near Elm Street Health Clinic in Cincinnati, Ohio. It has been revealed. It's been the 4th occasion since 2010 that the man has been arrested for pleasuring himself with a teddy bear. Maybe he saw like the dancing bear, and he's like, this is close enough. This is all I can afford. It said employees at the health clinic noticed Marshall in the alley engaging in a sex act with himself. They reported the situation to the police. He was found using the stuffed animal to masturbate. He has a history of arrest for having sex with teddy bears in public. I wonder if it's like the same bear that's been violated every time, or if he has or he just gets like a new one.
He has like his go-to teddy bear.
Yeah, right.
It's like his cum rag or something.
It's like, this is Mr. Cuddles,
Ah.
and then it's like on his birthday he'll get like a brand new one, and they have like the like people-sized ones, so it's like almost a furry.
Let's buy that man a fleshlight.
Maybe that's inside the bear.
Oh, no. God damn it.
Well, listeners, I'm glad you're here joining us
Yeah.
for this highbrow topics, Prometheus.
I'm Bobby Beetle.
And I'm Agamemnon.
And this is Straight Outta Austin,
Big Tom Boston.
episode 84.
Yeah.
You say big time Boston?
Yeah, Big Tom Boston.
Shout outs to Starvin Arden.
Shout outs.
Who
No.
took our fucking
To
logo?
the UT Tower. We didn't take our logo.
You just about the 360 bridge, too.
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know if we took it.
He took our title,
I think he's oblivious that we even exist.
Yeah.
which means we're not doing our job.
Let's reach out to him
Yeah,
directly.
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, we should have him on the podcast. Agamemnon is vehemently against it.
I'm vehemently against Austin rappers because they all suck balls.
What about that one guy with Chameleonaire from Austin? Is he from Houston?
Cool Whip?
Cool Whip. I said Chameleonaire.
Cool. There's a guy named Cool Whip.
Yeah, Chameleonaire's not from Austin.
He's
from
from
Houston.
Houston.
He's from Houston. He's from that H.
What about Lil Flip?
Houston.
Houston.
All the rappers you're probably gonna name are all from Houston.
All from
Are you just gonna
Houston.
stop me right there?
Yeah.
All the rappers
Paul
you're
Walsh,
gonna name.
All from
Houston.
the same
Mike
street.
Jones, Houston.
I was gonna say Paul Wall next, actually. Damn, it's all
Now
Houston.
there are some good rappers from Austin. Shout outs to Bad Berry.
Shout out to
Okay, yeah,
Starvin'
Bad Berry.
Arden.
That's
Starvin'
bad.
Arden?
No, not Starvin' Arden.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Bad Berry's like he's got that nerdcore stuff down.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's really interesting because I had never really had listened to his stuff that much, but I was hanging out with him last week. We were in New Braunfels, and he was kind of doing. It was pretty cool because we were hanging out with his friend, and she was like, "Hey, do you have any of your music in your car?" I was like, "Nah, I don't really have any, but I have like a beat CD." So he just pretty much just rapped along to the beat, and I was just like, I was pretty impressed. I was like, that's pretty damn awesome. So he just has a really unique style. It's good. So you guys should check him out. Badberry.com. One half of the Rocketeer Robot, which we had on the podcast episode. I don't
It was
know.
a while back, wasn't it?
Yeah, sometime earlier this year. I don't know, like March.
It's been a while, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had on a guest because they keep canceling.
Yeah, we've kind of had a bad streak.
Yeah.
As far as guests go, or lack of guests.
Well, PTA meetings do come up, so
Yeah, PTA meetings, cutting weight,
yeah.
completely not answering Facebook messages.
I was going to bring that up just because I want to talk about it. I mean, it's somewhat in our wheelhouse. I mean, we sometimes talk about like mixed martial arts, but not really all that often. I just
Yeah.
feel like our fan base doesn't really care. But we're going to have Nick the Ghost Gonzalez. He's fights out of Austin. He's one of the instructors, a kickboxing instructor at the gym, that I still train at, that Agamemnon formerly trained at.
Formerly trained at, under the tutelage of Nick the Ghost Gonzalez, who is an incredible coach.
Yeah, so he just recently
He
had
complimented me on my kick many
Ah,
times.
Well,
so,
there you go. Learn from the best.
yeah.
I mean, me.
Yeah, that actually is true. But he did compliment me on my form, so.
But yeah, he just recently had a fight in San Antonio for Legacy Fighting Champion. It was, if you get a chance to see it, it was a scrap.
It was a
a
barn
fucking
burner.
scrap. It was amazing. It was one of those fights where you see it and you're like, I wish I saw this live because this would have been amazing to
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Like one of those like on the edge of your seat, like both guys think they can. You think both guys could lose at any moment, and then they come back and they rally, and it's just back and forth.
Nice.
And
So-
that's literally all the match was just trade jabs, trade kicks, trade jabs. Like it's what you want in a fight if you're
Yeah,
into that
definitely.
sort of thing. So it was definitely a good fight. He fought against Leonard Garcia, who unfortunately took the win.
It was 15 seconds left in the third round.
In the
Damn.
third round, all he had to do, to a rear naked choke. All he had to do was hang on.
Yeah,
Could have
but
taken it to decision. Might have lost.
I don't know,
but
15 seconds is a long time to...
it
to not
is.
have
Yeah.
blood
Yeah.
go to your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it really only takes like a couple of seconds, like 1, maybe 3 seconds to choke somebody out.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know, because I do it.
It's those 15 Marvel seconds. Seems like a lifetime.
Yeah, imagine if it was like seconds like in a basketball game where they like pause the clock like,
Oh my
every few
God.
seconds after a foul.
So if you had the rear naked choke before the before the buzzer goes off. It's just whatever happens at the end of that is the outcome. Like when the ball's still in the air,
Yeah.
it's like the timer still it just pauses until it makes it or misses it. That's what happens. That would
yeah.
suck.
But we hope to get him on the podcast at some point. We're kicking around the idea of actually having the interviews separate. So, if you guys want to chime in, if you're listening, just have straight out of Austin interviews and interview, local people from the community, whether they be professional fighters or artists, musicians, filmmakers, and things of that nature.
Yeah, we usually
Actors?
We usually do the interviews from right here in Prometheus's apartment, but
The illustrious Pit War Studios.
we wouldn't be against hitting your favorite venue if they were, keen on having us there.
And they're not far.
Like Kirby or wherever, you'd be comfortable. Maybe even your own place. 'Cause it wouldn't really be a big deal to lug our equipment over.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We should just get more local stuff. Try to pimp more local people around. I think we've done a pretty good job.
I think we've done a
About
fantastic job. You guys should give yourself a pat
Done
on
the
the back.
best
Yeah.
job.
The best.
We
I think,
got Michael Quintera on the show.
oh, yeah. Shout-outs to
uh,
Comic Collage Art.
Chris Rachel, who's
Yeah.
made the unofficial Dr.
Hoovian.
Hoovian cookbook guide.
We got,
Breathe the
now,
cheese.
now working on a
I know
Walking
she's doing
Dead.
The Walking Dead, and there's another one, but I don't remember what that one was.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Breathe the Cheese, Breathe the Chez of the Hellcats.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome go-go dancer. We had Ben Moody. That's the name. Sort of
O'Conqueror.
Moody,
Yeah,
director under Blue Goggle Studios.
Brian Villalobos.
Local actor. Incredible
Jose
local actor.
Villarreal. I like to call
He has great
Hollywood
hair.
Jose.
Yeah.
That dude takes a cum shot like nobody's business. That's all I gotta say.
That is true. Actually, he was kind of dodging him, actually.
Yeah, I guess he
Actually?
was.
He
But
might,
the ones that he took,
Yeah.
yeah.
He took him on the chin.
He took him on the
like
chin.
a real champ. Yeah, then what's a good Badberry? I just don't want to leave anybody out, but I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Oh, Devin.
Oh, yeah, Devin.
Uh,
Even though...
How about Fubar Duck?
Oh, yeah, well, he wasn't really on the show, but we did interview him, yeah.
He was our very first interview, which I still feel is very terrible.
I would like to redo that
Hey,
interview.
the most honest
Maybe
interview
one
out
day.
there.
I'll let Bobby take charge. I just feel embarrassed being around over there.
I would just
now,
probably
so.
want to talk about Marvel with him the whole time.
Yeah. Hey, there you
You'd be
go.
like, I don't like that game.
that game's
Yeah.
not the most
I
honest
find
game.
it very pretentious.
Now,
I play
King of Fighters. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the most honest game out there.
What about CVS 2? How to like roll canceling?
You know, when he said that, I was like, come on, man. Then I saw what roll canceling was.
It's true.
I definitely see
Yeah.
what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, roll cancel is some bullshit.
Yeah, definitely is. When you see like the old like, because when we played it, much different than like
We
how the
don't
pros
know how to
the
roll
pros
cancel.
were playing it at that time.
Didn't even
Yeah.
know Sakura had a foot dive.
Yeah, and you're fucking watching like the pros play like old like Evo footage and shit, like on video cameras, and you're just like, that shit is cheap. It's like anybody with like I think it was like anybody with like a Capcom groove.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
had
yeah,
the
the C
roll.
groove, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the C groove. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, oh my god.
So it's not the most honest game out there.
not by a long shot. But yeah, I think those were all the guests. But yeah, we plan to have on more in the near future, probably starting in October. But we'll see. We got stuff for y'all. You know, sit tight. We got new things. We got new things coming. We have videos. Check them out. YouTube.com. You know, we're gonna be having more playthroughs, more content, different content. I know you guys don't like words, so now we're making
We
more
covered
videos.
Classic Games Fest. We interviewed a lot of local
Oh yeah,
maker.
Yeah,
people
shout
that
outs
make
to,
cool little.
that chick from Game Over Games.
You don't even remember her name. Wasn't it like Katie or some shit?
I
don't know. But we interviewed local artists, crafters. There was a female there who did really good leather working on journals.
Oh yeah,
That was badass, but they are super fucking expensive.
was that the one
I
that
don't
was
know
really
if they
mean?
justify the price, huh?
Was that the one that was really mean?
No, that was her friend.
Oh, okay,
She wasn't mean. She was really standoffish.
gotcha.
So I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm trying to be nice here. You don't have to be a dick. That's usually my job. Thanks anyway. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we're hopefully we'll get time off for Alamo City Comic Con, and we'll be able to go over there and interview some people, cover the footage.
What are the dates?
I can't remember.
October, somewhere around October 20th.
I'll look it up in just a second. The girl's name was Jamie from Game Over Games.
Okay,
by the way.
Jamie, I was close.
Forget the dates so I can request off.
Yeah. Well, all you need is Friday.
I'll request off.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it's on the weekend.
No.
No.
Comic-Con on a weekend?
Hey, the something convention thingy. is during
Yeah,
the week.
thought so.
Hey.
You mean the one you made up?
No,
Let's get a Paramorphicon.
Also,
shut your mouth.
well, speaking of Paramorphicon, the guy that played the second Red Ranger is going to be at Alamo City Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, it's the
His name is
25th, 26th,
Rocky.
and 27th.
Of October?
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
Of
closer towards,
Brocktober. Dude, Buff Bagwell's gonna be there. He's buff.
Is
and
he
buff and
really?
stuff.
Bagwell's
Yeah,
gonna be there?
dude, X-Pac.
The X-Pac?
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, kid.
What about Evan
Tyrese is gonna be there.
Tyrese is.
Yeah.
His white-ass
I
teeth.
actually want to meet Tyrese.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh shit.
What?
You come here to see
No.
WCW?
No!
Or you come here to see the NW?
No.
Oh.
Scott Hall?
Yeah, Scott Hall.
Oh my...
Scott
okay.
Hall.
All right, Elbow
Yeah.
City Comic Con just got 2 sweet. I want him to sign my toothpick.
Don't take it back. Don't walk back.
I don't even... Yeah,
Walk
sure. We'll find a
buy that
way.
bag.
We will find a way.
I think we need to go. That's Scott Hall.
Don't turn your back.
I'm not even being
You'll go
sarcastic.
wolf
I
back.
I know, dude.
I would like to see him like in person.
I want him to body slam me.
Big part of my childhood. Him and the Kevin Nash duo. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know if Kevin Nash will be there. That's the only
No,
one.
but you know Scott Hall with the big boot. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he just puts up his foot and you just get knocked out.
Dude, Ray Park's gonna be there. Know how much
Ray Park
Agamemnon
is?
loves him.
I think you're
yeah.
thinking of Kevin Nash.
Yeah,
No,
Kevin
Scott-
Nash is the
Scott
big
Hall
one.
put up the big boot as well, didn't he?
He used to
He
do
put
that
up
little...
he put up a little boot.
He used to do that little muscle shuffle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Like he'd like put his fists out in front of
Yeah,
him
yeah.
and like
Yo,
stroke it,
hell
like,
yeah, who does it?
like he was stroking two dicks like
yeah.
horizontally.
Scott Hall would not do that unless there was cocaine involved.
Unless it was his two dicks.
yeah, was this all like stringy?
Gross.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope
he's
he has
on
a
with the
toothpick.
fucking epic like mullet joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. With all the activator.
And then he'd start like gyrating towards like the turnbuckles.
Yeah, then he goes, "Hey yo." Yeah, I was already excited. Now I'm not much more excited.
Yeah. I was like mildly excited
Well, I was excited
because
Who else is gonna be
the
there?
chick that plays Maggie from
Is she gonna
Walking
be there?
Dead, I believe so.
because I saw the guy that plays what's his face?
She's so
Because I remember
fine.
you were all
dude.
mad. He's like, Alamo City gets Maggie, Austin Comic Con.
We get Carl.
We get Carl
The kid that plays
Jr..
Carl, man. That was so lame. It's like, come on, really? It's like, who wants to see, like, this kid's like 12. Like, how interesting is it? I don't know.
Maybe he's lived a fulfilling life.
I mean, it might be interesting because it's like, oh, hey, you're in movies. How is that like? You know, how is it like to be a kid that's in movies? But it would be more.
How's it like to being asked a question that has been asked over and over?
yeah,
again?
right. I hate it. Fuck you.
What'd you
it
do in
sucks.
the 6th grade?
Okay, yeah, she is going to be there. She just wasn't on the little thingamajig.
Yeah,
She's hot.
she's hot.
She should be a rogue.
Hot,
oh,
hot, hot,
oh my
hot,
God.
hot,
Oh wait,
hot.
Kevin Nash is going to be there, and
Yeah.
oh
Bret
my
Hart-
God,
Who?
Big Papa Pump,
Oh,
Scott Steiner.
Oh, dude, he's gonna sign my
'Cause-
YouTube video.
Because the numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't
and they
lie.
spell disaster for you.
Oh my God,
Dude, and Virgil.
Bret Hart.
Yeah,
Who?
Bret Hart, yeah.
Who the fuck's Virgil?
Virgil was the $1 Million Man's manager. He was like his little like butler.
Oh,
So Bret Hart's
like a-
picture is
Oh,
black and
man,
white.
sure.
It looks
Yeah.
like he's like dead.
He might be by the time this happened.
what
Uh,
if Chad Hennig's there?
Chad.
Who?
Chad Hennig,
I don't know who that is.
Mr. Perfect,
Oh, Kurt Hennig.
Kurt Hennig. Yeah, what'd I say?
You said Chad Hennig.
Oh,
Chad Hennig. This
He's
guy.
dead.
You can't
That
even
was the
catch
whole
your
joke.
catch your gum in the air.
Any other
Hey,
notables?
he died perfectly. All right.
he died.
Any
He
other
died
notables
in
gonna
a
be there?
perfect
He's
bronze
perfect flexing
statue.
God in right now. What's up?
He died in a
Perfect
tanning
flexing
bed
God.
accident.
Are there any other notables going?
Those are the best ones. I don't
The
know.
Red Ranger, the second one, the one that played Rocky
Yeah.
after Jason.
Dude,
left.
it's Green Ranger or bust. Danny
I
Trejo's
guess.
gonna be there.
No,
Dude,
no, okay.
Adam West.
No. Okay, funny story.
Okay.
Our friend Reagan. Remember Reagan?
I remember Reagan.
Remember he
Ronald
had
Reagan?
two brothers, Chris and Sean.
Uh-huh.
They lived in. Well, they still live in San Antonio. Well, one day, me and Reagan and our friend Anthony are just chilling outside drinking beer. I think we were drinking beer. Well, we're just chilling outside,
Yeah.
and his brother shows up, like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, dude, did you just drive all the way from fucking San Antonio?
Uh,
I mean, you know, it's not that far. It's like
Yeah.
45 minutes to an hour. Not far, really. But I mean, it's not like he comes to visit like
Yeah.
every fucking it's every 2 or 3 times a year that comes to visit because they have different dads.
Yeah.
But their mom obviously whatever. Anyways, he came to
Not much
visit
related
mom,
in there.
but he was all mopey and shit. Took like 3 beers from us, and he just started drinking them. And then we were just like, man, what's wrong with you? He's like, my girlfriend dumped me. I was like, what happened? I guess they had been dating for a while.
Yeah.
And well, what happened? It's like, that bitch fucking dumped me for the Red Ranger.
Oh, Jesus.
And we just busted out laughing.
Uh,
It was bad on our part, but whatever.
I would've
We were
laughed.
just like, what
No, I
the
did.
fuck? The Red Ranger? He was like, yeah. I was like, how? I was like, I was at a club and she was dancing with this buff dude. And she said something like, get out of here. I always forgot which one is which, Chris or Sean. Like, get out of here, Chris. I'm with the Red Ranger now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
She calls him the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
Did he
well,
bust it?
he came out and he's all fucking flexing muscle and shit. And he's like, what's up?
you
But I never knew which one it was.
Oh,
and
I
this
see.
dude's from San Antonio, and I was like, okay. So it had to be that Red Ranger. I don't think it was the other dude, because that dude got like really fat and lives in Minnesota or something.
Dude, when we meet him, we gotta ask him about it. Like, if you have like a picture, be like, "Hey, do you ever dated this chick?" Be like, "Oh yeah."
I'll see if
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
hump and
ask,
dump.
but I haven't talked to that dude in
Now,
like
you just gotta look at him,
8 years.
put your palms out, and just say, it's morphin' time.
Yeah.
See how mad he gets.
I don't do that anymore.
I want to lick his ear.
I bet he has.
Orphan time.
I bet he has one of those things, and he doesn't even have like an ID when he gets carded for like
Yeah.
clubs. He just shows that. And then, oh, okay, you're
morphin'
good.
time.
Let him in.
Cool. He's
I have a
morphin.
liger.
He's got a +2.
He's morphin time.
This is morphin' time.
Didn't he have like his was like the T-Rex or something?
Nah.
Probably.
I thought that was the White Ranger.
No, the White Ranger was like it was more like
It's
a
fucking
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Godzilla
true.
and
it
then
pretty
fucking
much. Yeah, pretty much was literally Godzilla because he
Yeah.
even came
and like,
from the water.
and an
Yeah.
immaculate
I
white
come
tiger.
from the water. Yeah, the white tiger.
From the water, yeah. Boom.
I'm gonna make like a fan video with that.
Oh my god.
Except I won't. But the idea is out there. When do you guys make it? Because I don't want to. Too lazy.
I'm too lazy to make an AMV.
Pretty much.
You had to have
That's
what
exactly
was
what I'm
like
saying.
like when YouTube was first around, what were like those 2 like most popular AMV songs that everybody used?
Oh, the fucking Linkin Park all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, it was
Linkin
the-
Park
Yeah.
and Linkin Park.
No.
Yeah,
it was Linkin Park.
basically.
Linkin Park. And there was like that one.
There'd be
other
like one
song.
Eminem sometimes.
Corn song.
Oh, no, it was like
I'm sure there was corn.
Feeling
No,
like
it wasn't.
a freak on the leash.
Yeah.
Feeling
Jeez.
like I have no
To like
release.
Trigun footage.
Why somebody messing with me?
What was that Papa Roach song?
Cut my life
Yeah,
into
that.
pieces.
This is my last resort.
I know I've mentioned this at least 2 or 3 times on the podcast.
Yeah.
But I went to one of their concerts.
Why?
Well, they weren't. I forgot who else
Mike.
was playing.
Mike.
No, it wasn't Mike. It was another time.
What's your free will?
Yeah, but no, I went to see another band. They were also there though. But I swear they played that
Korn?
song. Like they played no,
Oh, Deftones.
no. The head PE was there
Ugh.
that no one listens to. I
The
know.
Lion King coming.
Yes.
What were you gonna say about Papa Roach?
But anyway, like none of their songs at all were recognizable until that song, and I swear they literally played it like 4 or 5 times like
Wow.
at the end.
Wow.
Because everyone was like, finally a song we know the words to.
Yeah, sing it again.
Encore,
The Lion King
encore.
Kamehameha.
No, Head PE didn't play any of their recognizable songs from
Oh,
like
really?
any album. Like I was like, is this the same fucking group? Did they just take the name? It was like so fucking weird.
Acknowledge us for other stuff, guys.
They're like, hey, this is their concept album. It's like whenever bands, like whenever like old bands, like classic bands, like if Pantera did like a concert, they're like, this is from our new album. Like all the new shit no one wants to hear. They don't
Yeah.
play any. They don't even play like
No
Walk.
Walk.
Yeah, yeah. We have we have a new song we call Run. Actually, this is like that song like a double time.
Yeah. We play this song at 60 FPS.
Yeah. Hobbits start running now. You guys aren't welcome here. But yeah, Adam West is also going to be there.
Oh, sweet.
Nobody
That's
messes
right.
with Adam Lee.
I can't even.
Does anybody else want some chocolate? That was my impression of Adam
This is
West.
like Taffy, and I'm a man who loves his Taffy.
I wanna meet Ray
love my
Park.
Taffy.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to see him flip around.
Why?
Because he's Darth Maul and
Ask him
Toad.
ask him to do a fork flip.
And
Toad
Snake
was a
Eyes.
horrible character.
I know, and they made him a cool
he-
character. He took a...
He
was-
gave a
No,
great-
he was horrible in the
Hey,
movie, too.
hey.
Yeah.
What happens...
I'm going there.
What happens to Ray Park
What happens to Ray Park
when he's
lightning...
cast in any other movie?
Yeah.
The same thing that always happens. He gets no line.
The same thing that happens to everything else.
He gets no speaking role.
It strikes.
Oh, and Ernie Hudson's going to be there.
Ernie Hudson?
Yeah.
Duh!
Gotta get mold boy.
Yeah! Okay. Dude, this fucking Apple, that dude is on a roll, man.
Yeah.
I wish he would
Shout-outs to
come
Gotham
on
Apple.
the fucking podcast, man. I really wish he would come on.
Some guy named Dirk Benedict is going to be there. I know you're excited for that.
Who?
Exactly.
If it ain't eggs,
he might be like,
I'm not interested.
Oh, he's from Battlestar Galactica.
And
the A-Team.
I didn't watch it.
Anyway.
Was he Mad Murdoch?
I don't know.
Oh.
Looks like it.
He looks pretty mad. Murdoch.
Was he Mr. T? You know
Okay.
Mr. T's first name, I think, is Terrence.
I remember.
Terrence T.
I forgot what I was watching, but it was like this old cartoon, I think, and it was like on Adult Swim. But they were bringing back like an old cartoon. It was Mr. T. It's like, my name's Mr. T. First name Mr. Middle name that little period, and last name T. I just remember I was laughing so fucking hard. I was just like, oh my god, he's in the period's his middle name.
I think that was like your MySpace like quote,
Yeah.
like middle name, the period in the middle. That yeah, some shit like that.
It was just so dumb, and it was like unexpected. I was like, no, he did not just say that, but he did, and I didn't expect it at all.
We had a listener. They're gone.
They just jumped off.
We got 11 comments now. We had 6 at the beginning.
What do they say?
They just jumped off a bridge.
Oh wow.
What do they
That's
say?
sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was water under the bridge because it's all water.
Like
under the
a
But it has
bridge.
whirlpools.
There's those little,
Read off some of these comments. Let's catch up.
Well, I can't log in because you said it'll crash.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
so you have to
yeah.
log in.
Jeez.
Shit.
You can't log
So
in.
you log in.
I can because in the audio will play.
Yeah,
Just
but
do it.
pause it. Or not pause it, mute it. Or you can't mute it.
Muted.
Okay, well, we'll just not have comments for now. But anyway, we'll figure it out. While I read this next topic,
R.I.P.
that's very near and dear to my heart.
Yay.
So, I'm obviously a big fan of Game of Thrones, big fan of Breaking Bad, and also, apparently, George R.R. Martin, the creator of Song of Ice and Fire, aka Game of Thrones. And he's also a big fan of Breaking Bad. Apparently, on his blog, he said that Walter White, aka Heisenberg, is a bigger monster than anyone in Westeros. And he said his next thought, I need to do something about that. So I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
'Cause obviously being a big fan of both shows, it's like not even having to spoil Game of Thrones. Like just Joffrey alone is a terrible fucking person. Like he's like no one's a bigger monster than him. Period. It, like even in the Game of Thrones world, let alone Walter White. Like Walter White still has loyalty to his family. Well, I'm going into like spoilers territory.
Have you seen the last, 3 episodes? Kind of justifies all the shit Walter has done.
Yeah.
Is, coming to pass, man.
Yeah. But to me, the whole thing is like, from the very beginning, he went in there with good intentions. He wanted to provide for his family. Just imagine this. Someone you love gets cancer, and all they're thinking about is, before I die, I want to make sure that you're taken care of.
He's a greedy, using, terrible... he could have started out good. He hasn't been good for a while, man. Not for a while.
Hey.
When was the last time he told the truth to Skylar? I'm not gonna spoil anything. But even his fucking son called him out. I love that part, by the way.
Because why are you bullshitting me?
You tell the fucking truth for once?
I love when, Jesse and his son, called him out. I think, if not in the same episode, back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, you stop jerking me around, Walt.
Jesse knows even more.
Yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, okay. So obviously, he's not exactly father of the year.
I guess on the extremes, okay, Joffrey, evil motherfucker.
But Joffrey enjoys hurting people. Walter will do it if it's necessary. Walter has not killed anyone just for his sheer amusement. And if you go back,
He does everything for his own gain, though.
he does. But it's
Just
not
like Joffrey.
But he's not going to go and murder someone, or he's not going to go beat a prostitute just because it pleases him.
That's true.
He's not going to shoot someone full of arrows just because.
At
Okay,
least, Joffrey's an evil person.
yeah.
But Walter, you get in your head and fuck up your life.
Yeah. Walter is capable of incredible evil.
Definitely.
Definitely. And I think he might be more dangerous than Joffrey because he's smarter, and he justifies it to himself.
Yeah.
He feels like everything he does has a whole, there's a purpose behind it. He doesn't feel like he's the bad guy. Well, up until a point where he kind of acknowledges that, he's crossed that line. Yeah. But through the whole thing, and I feel like they kind of give him a bad rap, even early on, when they did one of their first cooks, and the two gangsters were trying to kill him, and he killed him with the what was it now? It was the something mercury. Uh-huh. But anyway, it was some red stuff that they killed the dude and they locked him in the Winnebago, and the guy's trying to shoot out.
Oh yeah.
And people were like, "Oh well, he murdered that guy." That wasn't murder. And someone walked in the room right now and started fucking shooting at us.
Yeah.
And I threw down whatever that Walter White had, and he died. That's not murder. That's self-defense. The second guy he killed that tried to kill him with a plate after he cut the crust off of his fucking sandwich, that was not murder. That was fucking self-defense.
Okay, here's the line right there. Okay, not that, but what I'm about to say. Okay, so the turning point, not turning point, but just the scenario.
Yeah.
When Jesse was on the corner making that deal in that street, and Walter came out with his car and ran the dude over. What do you feel about that?
Okay, see, initially I saw that as
That's
murder.
That's very good intentions because you're saving somebody's life.
I see that. If you were in Florida, I think he would have got acquitted of that crime because that is defense of a third party.
That's true.
Because Jesse was about to. They had him dead to rights. Yeah. He took him out.
Dead to rights.
He instituted the stand your ground law. So I think as far as that goes, he would have been acquitted. There's only two for me. Well, actually, okay. So there's Jane. So he poisons, or he didn't poison Jane, but she ODs and she's choking on her own vomit. Probably would have got at most manslaughter, at worst failure to render aid.
Yeah.
Who's Jane?
Jane was Jesse's girlfriend.
That very first with that goth chick.
He didn't poison her.
No, he didn't. I know. That's what I misspoke. No, she OD'd.
Yeah, she OD'd, and he.
She choked on her own vomit. He went to rake up Jesse to give him his money.
Okay. I saw that.
Yeah. So,
I saw the first 2 seasons.
Okay, well
I saw the plane crash.
Yeah. So anyway, but I mean, okay. So you could maybe get him for that, and then obviously Brock is probably his most egregious thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
That's one where it's you really can't forgive that one. I mean, even though I'm still Team Walt to the end. It's all right, you still fucked up. I mean, granted, the kid was okay. He was still eating his fucking Fruit Loops the next day.
I love the genius that is Walt.
Yeah.
I love that. I love how much respect he gets, even from his worst enemies.
You goddamn right.
You're goddamn right. I just love, I don't want to spoil anything, but a certain co-star was just this guy is going to be 3 steps ahead of you. No matter what you plan on doing, he's going to think of that scenario, and he's already going to be ahead of you.
The best part is...
it always proves true.
It comes to
fruition.
Can
I walk out for a few minutes?
No, we're not going to say any details.
Yeah.
Okay.
But oh my god. But it was... I don't know. I felt actually, no, this will go into spoilers territory. But anyway...
I can walk out, man. I can be back.
No, well, nah. I'll just say this. So I just want to go back to the original point.
Okay,
is that George R. R. Martin tried to say Walter White's a bigger monster.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that at all. There's first of all the fucking Ramseys. Both of those are fuckers. They flay people for their sick amusement. Yeah. Fucking Ramsay Snow castrated somebody just because, and then teased him about it.
This is the thing, is that those kind of things,
the fucking mountain,
they happen. They love it, and they're evil people. But you don't get much shock at it. You don't get he just fucked up that person's life. Mm-hmm. When you see Walter White do his work, you literally just he fucked up the lives, the families, the mental well-being of people. He doesn't just kill you. He doesn't kill. If he doesn't kill you, he makes your life meaningless.
Oh yeah.
That seems at some point, at some level, that's kind of a deeper evil than just flaying somebody alive just because you love to do it. When the intention to fuck your mind up and fuck your life up to the root, I mean, that can be considered pretty more evil than just a crazy person.
Yeah, I do feel it's definitely more devastating. I feel like Walter White is more like a tornado. He's a force.
Yeah.
He's a force of nature, and anything that gets in his path, he destroys.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But yeah, I guess especially what his, I would say Jesse especially. He really fucked Jesse up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not that Jesse was in a great place before he found him, but it's like he built him up and then just destroyed him, you know? So, I don't know. I still can't justify saying he's a bigger monster than the character.
I completely agree. I'm just jumping
Oh,
on the wall,
yeah.
jumping on his side.
Oh, yeah. I'm more arguing with George R. R. Martin. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like, I disagree.
Yeah.
So.
I think you can make a compelling character.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just about to say that. Like, if he's inspired to make like an awesome, in-depth character, like even similar to Walter White, I mean, that'd be a great gift to put in that show.
Well, I think it's
The
just.
Nice
I think
Watch is
it's
gonna be
more like
making
a.
meth.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like a sincere remark,
on,
like he's
John,
just.
let's go.
You know, I think it's more like a gushing
Oh, yeah.
compliment.
Yeah,
you know,
for
it's
sure.
just like,
yeah.
oh, it's worse than any of mine, because that's a huge compliment to
Oh,
say,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, your guy's much more villainous person than anyone I've created so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to up the ante.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I think it's more like friendly competition.
Yeah, it was more like a fandom, like, oh my god, I love this show. And yeah, that's the thing I always think, like, you know, sometimes I'll listen to creators talk about their shows, and their influences will be, like, completely different than mine, or, you know, their likes or whatever. So it's always cool when it's like, I love Game of Thrones, I love Breaking Bad, and, like, the fact that he has such great respect for that material.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that would be hilarious if like, Bryan Cranston had, like, a cameo, like, he had, like, a small
Oh
role.
my god.
That would be awesome. Come on, Joffrey, let's cook.
I told you about those Aaron Paul tweets, right?
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Paul,
What
like
if he
that
like
episode
came
of
out?
Breaking
He was like a potion maester. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
That'd be
that
so
would
great.
Be perfect.
You'd be a chemist.
That
yeah.
would be awesome.
He'll be the alchemist.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
alchemist.
Dude, I
like
hope
a
that
like
happens.
a band Meister, so he
Maester
doesn't have
White?
his little chain locks or anything. I bet you then, but Beetle would like, oh, I gotta see the first four seasons.
Maester
Oh, I
White, I
definitely-
thought your name was Heisenberg.
Probably would. Just the fucking like the first season where he goes into was it Tuco's place? It wasn't Tuco's place. That warehouse place.
Yeah.
Where he has that bag, that explosive
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, what Tuco's
Yeah,
there,
yeah, Tuco's place. And then he
Beat
just
up your boy, and now you're gonna bring me more meth?
yeah, exactly. He just like you're dumb or something like
Yeah.
that. And just like explains to him the whole thing and just turns around and throws it on the ground.
Yeah, like, this is
blows
the
up the
meth.
floor. Yeah.
Blows freaking windows out.
Oh my god, that was so fucking
Little
cool.
Tuco's like, you're crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Oh, man. Yeah, oh my god. Now you guys have me thinking, like, Maester, fucking Walter White. Like, that would be so perfect.
I'm gonna say one last thing about Breaking Bad.
It's great.
All the characters, I love a lot of characters in that show.
Uh-huh.
Tuco might be one of my favorite villains. He's so, I don't know, his whole character was just crazy.
Oh my god.
He's just fucking a crazy.
Yes!
Oh, when he does the
yeah, he's taking the
I
fucking
eat
sword
first
meth.
deal. That's the deal. Like he's just like a unstable. Like you're crazy. I like that.
I hate chili
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
I love when like that part happens and Walt just turns to Jesse like so pissed. Like,
Well-
did you have to oversell it?
Oh yeah, that's the funny thing is, but like Jesse like says right back, "Do you have any better ideas?" And you're like, Walter's just like, "Nah, not really."
Yeah.
But don't say they just unnecessary to say that. Secret
Oh,
ingredient, chili powder.
Yeah, I hate chili
Why?
powder.
We'll go down to that Doctor Doom foot dive magic
Oh,
card.
man. But yeah, both were great shows. I can't wait. I think there's one more episode left as of recording this of Breaking Bad. So hopefully it'll live up to the expectations. Right now, this season has been just fantastic.
I don't even know what the last episode's gonna bring.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. It's already like this whole like just the half season, season 5 has been like everything has been like mind blowing. And I have an A1
I gotta
day.
talk to you about this later.
Anyways, yeah. But anyway, yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on to Josh Whedon saving the day.
Yay!
So apparently Thor: The Dark World was having issues with the script. So they literally they airlifted Josh Whedon, like pretty much like how they would airlift the Hulk, and just dropped him down into, where were they filming? I want to say it was in France, but scanning this, I can't find it. We'll just say France. If I'm wrong, leave me a comment in the comment section. So they flew him over from America, like, hey, fly him over to France. And, you know, the director's all like, I think it's Alan Taylor. It's like, whoa, Whedon, man, we got a problem, man. These scenes are not working the way we wanted to work. It's like, well, buddy, chill. I wrote Firefly. I got this, man. I wrote Avengers. And he just hopped in his laptop. Here you go, man. It's all good. And he's like, oh, my God, these scenes are amazing.
Wow.
And they flew him back out there. And then, like, he got the bill. It's like, you know, I could have just done this over Skype. Would have been a lot cheaper and faster.
What did he do?
He just rewrote a few scenes in the movie to make them kind of flow better, and hopefully it'll like show because you know he introduces a lot of humor into scenes. And for me, the best part of the original Thor was the humor.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like, that will be a major part of this movie. Or at least, like, maybe it's, like, not funny.
Yeah.
Then it's, like, the Whedon scene comes up and
Yeah.
it's funny again, you know?
Like in the Avengers, are you an alien? Like when like the Hulk crashes through that
Oh,
roof.
yeah.
Is that old guy?
Yeah.
You an alien? It's like, a what? From space. From outer space. You an alien? He's like, no. That guy was just hilarious.
You said, you got a condition.
Yeah, you got a condition.
Son, I'm afraid you got a condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
man.
shit like that. Just the whole time. Like he's like, watch what you say about Loki. He may be a lot of things, but he's still my brother. It's like, well, he killed 80 people within the last 2 days. Like, well, he's adopted.
yeah.
Did I mention he was adopted?
Like, that shit came out of nowhere. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it fits the scene still.
Oh, yeah,
But they just
yeah.
continue on with it. It was like, he's adopted?
I just love the scene with Cap when he's, like, not getting any of the references, and he finally gets one. I got one!
Yeah. I understood that reference.
Or even like, this is the random stuff. I just love the way he writes Tony Stark. It's so perfect. When he's like looking at the monitors, he's covering one eye, and he's like, "How does Fury see out of this?" He's like, he turns his head. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Okay, what were like the best Cap line in that movie? Probably one of the best lines I've heard. It's fucking when Cap like meets Loki at that
Yeah.
play when Loki's like telling everybody to kneel. He like saves that old guy,
yeah.
and he's just like oh, if it isn't a soldier, the man out of time. It's like, I'm not the one that's out of time. Like that whole thing, like the man out of time. Like, I'm not the one that's out of time. Like that was just so
You know,
funny, clever.
my favorite Cap line in the whole movie was when they get him, Black Widow, and Hawkeye get into that little I don't know
triangle.
Quinjet. I
Yeah.
think that was the Quinjet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get it was a fucking triangle. Yeah, they get into the jet, and the guy's like, "Hey, you don't have the authorization." He's like, "Son, just don't." And then that's it. He just closes the hatch and they leave. I'm just like, yeah, that's the Captain America we fucking need.
I would
and
sit this
love.
one out, Cap. Those guys are just like gods. There's only one God, man, and he doesn't dress like
Yeah,
that.
I love
he
that.
just jumps out
It
the
was
plane.
so perfect.
Like there's certain lines where just like that's Cap.
Yeah.
like that's Cap in the bowl. Just fucking.
It almost makes me wish that Whedon was writing the Captain America movie because
Yeah.
he captured the spirit of Captain
He
America
did.
so
Yeah.
much better than in the actual Captain America
Yeah.
movie. You know.
I rewind that line so many times. The man out of time. I'm not the one that's out of time. Like he's just so fucking beaming with confidence.
Yeah.
He's like, who gives a shit how powerful you are? I'm fucking Captain America.
I got a shield, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll hit you with it real hard.
Yeah, make this. You're fucking hammer supernova in this bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the fact that he could block Thor's hammer with that shield, you know,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Loki-
Hammer forged in an ancient dying star.
Not gonna fuck with that.
It's like
Yeah,
a
that's
testament
pretty
to
epic.
man. We made something that was that reflected something that was forged in a dying star
Oh, of
that
course.
can shoot lightning out
Yeah,
of its
yeah.
fucking hilt.
That can propel someone so they can fly. You
Yeah.
know?
That can open dimensions.
I love the way it looks. It always looks comical to me because the way he twirls it before it like
Yeah,
takes off
yeah.
and flies. It's like how does that work?
It's almost like throwing a stone and letting
Yeah.
Whoa!
letting the velocity of it carry.
Yeah. It just seems like something like a kid would think of when they don't understand physics.
Yeah,
It's
it's just like it's a glorified leap
yeah, but
that
somehow
also allows you to hover once you hit the cloud atmosphere.
somehow it works in their universe.
I know Prometheus' favorite line. Put on the suit.
Oh my god, I love that.
Let's go a few rounds. I always think of Civil War whenever I see that scene.
Oh yeah.
It's like, Steve, your jaw's off. Your jaw's on the ground. They're like, remember what I'm talking about?
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
It's like, no.
That
Yeah.
was that series. That's so much
Joss Whedon
potential.
touching the new Thor movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much just
I
wanted to
agree.
bring that up. It's pretty cool. I mean, on one hand, it kind of makes me have like a little bit of like issues, like, well, the fact that they were in the middle of filming and the script still wasn't that good, that they had to call in someone else to fix it. But the fact that they called in Josh Whedon then restores that
Yeah.
confidence.
They called
So-
the right person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just feel like what you said earlier as a joke, but I feel like if I watch it, I'm going to be waiting for like a standout Joss Whedon written scene.
Yeah.
Just like, there it is. There it is. I'll have another.
That's the one.
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Best line ever. This was delicious. I'll have another.
You could have just asked for another one. I did.
Do you have any dogs big enough to ride? Well, carrying with the Marvel news, and also in the world of Captain America, right now Marvel and ABC they're thinking about it. It's not set in stone, but they're talking about developing an Agent Peggy Carter television series. So
I'd be down for that.
yeah, she was really cool. Like, I felt like that was probably one of the biggest tragedies of like the Captain America movie is that at least at the time, you're thinking, like, okay, this is in World War II, so you're not going to get to see any more of her character.
Yeah.
Even though she's still alive in the Avengers, she's old, and she can't really run around, in spandex fighting crime and stuff.
Yeah.
So, to see that as a television series, I'm really excited for that. I really enjoyed her in that movie. Apparently, there's going to be a Agent Carter short on the Iron Man 3 Blu-ray. So, I might actually have to get it to watch it, even though Iron Man 3 pisses me off. But positive news. I don't know. I'm really excited about that. So I'd like to see that. I'd really like to see what the short is. And apparently they're going to start making these shorts more often, and they're going to be kind of like a testing ground to see, like, okay, can this become a movie? Can this become a television series? To kind of see how
I'd
people
love to see that with
react.
like Iron Fist or Captain Marvel,
God.
or Black
Yeah, I
Widow.
love Iron Fist.
Oh my
I want
god!
to see a Heroes for Hire movie.
Yeah.
The sky the limit.
Oh, you read that too, huh? I read that motivational speech.
Oh man. Yeah, even like a She-Hulk movie would be cool.
He motivates
yeah,
me.
definitely a She-Hulk movie.
Yeah.
He gets me motivated.
Yeah. Especially when you talk about women. So,
But yeah, the Agent Carter. She's the chick from Captain America that was like chaperoning him around everywhere.
Yeah,
yeah. She was the one that got all jealous when Marjorie Tyrell tried to jump his bones.
Yeah.
Want to jump your non-bones?
So apparently, Marvel and DC prior to this, they were into talks to develop a AKA Jessica Jones based off of Brian Bendis' Alias comic book, but apparently that never came to be. So this is kind of like not really taking its place, but it's kind of like, I guess where the talks left off. They're like, all right, well, how about this?
Yeah.
And especially the fact that it fits within the greater Marvel continuity. I think that it might just make it that much more likely. And I think it works too because a lot of people were kind of disappointed that you didn't get to see more of the Howling Commandos in the Cap movie, and it gives them a platform to be in there.
Yeah.
The other thing, I think a lot of people were expecting Nick Fury to have like an origin within that
Oh,
realm,
yeah.
and that just didn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd feel about seeing a Nick Fury origin. I don't know if I really want to. I like the man shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely creates that allure.
Yeah, it definitely does.
I only want to see it if I just want to see the time period where he gets the scars from Wolverine. So they got to work that.
Yeah, well,
that's the only way it would justify.
See,
it
I've
for
always
me.
wanted to know, but I've never been like, I got to read it. I kind of like just Nick Fury being how he is now.
Yeah.
Just being kind of a badass. Not to say I would be totally against it. It's just that see, like him being in mystery, and then see like because he didn't do much in the Avengers, because obviously he's the commander. But like that point when they break in, like when Hawkeye and the whole agent they break in, it was like, oh hell, you ain't getting in here. And like those two, like all those agents, like swarm through the door.
Yeah.
And he takes like that first guy and takes the rifle, shoots him with the other guy, shoots him with the gun, and then takes the gun and shoots the other guy. Like that whole sequence, like he was doing, was pretty fucking badass. Like other guys can handle himself.
Yeah, I think they actually have kicked around the idea of doing like a solo Nick Fury movie where it's just kind of like a spy espionage type movie.
Yeah, because there's Sam Jackson, obviously. Well, to do if to do like a prequel or something, that'll definitely be another actor probably.
Yeah.
But as far as like Sam Jackson, Nick Fury, I think the limited stuff that they had him do, obviously he's a pretty old guy, but I think they really pulled it off because you seem.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because we watched him do that kind of stuff and like did like the roll and then the
shot.
They did the roll and shot the rocket at that play. That was pretty badass. It got me hype. But just like certain stuff like that, I like seeing him as the mysterious leader.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like I'm just such a big fan of Samuel L. Jackson's. Like for me, he can like do no wrong, And especially being Nick Fury, like I just love that idea.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm just like really, really pumped about it.
Oh, show.
But I don't know. Yeah. So it'd be cool. It'd be cool if they actually did make some type of spinoff with that, or even if it was just like a short. Like hey, this is what Nick Fury was up to. While you were sleeping.
While you were sleeping.
Yeah, because he sleeps with one eye open.
One good eye.
Oh my god, let me go to that real quick. So for the whole like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like when everyone's like has all these speculations about Agent Coulson and how did he survive, how did he come back from the death, and one person like that one line where when he dies is like, man, I lost my one good eye, and they're like, don't you get it? His one good eye, Vision. He's gonna be the Vision. I'm
wow.
I appreciate your fandom and your enthusiasm, but that's like too big of a stretch,
Yeah. Really.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. I just read it and I just shook my head and chuckled to myself, like so.
Wow.
But it was just funny. It's almost like that's real adorable. Go play outside now.
Go get a life.
Yeah.
No,
So-
don't. We need the speculation so we can talk about it in news.
Yeah,
Don't get a
basically.
life. Don't get a life.
But I don't know. There's one more thing in Marvel news. Apparently, okay, so they announced the whole thing. Like, I remember Vin Diesel was teasing his whole thing about he's going to be involved in a movie, and then no one knew what it was. And it's like, oh, it turns out it's Guardians of the Galaxy, and like, oh my God, who's he going to play? And it turns out he's going to be Groot. And
Yeah.
all Groot says is, "I am Groot."
All he ever says,
we
"I am
talking about?
Groot."
Who?
Groot, and I am Groot.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
And
Oh,
then
Vin
all
Diesel.
3 words in different intervals.
Yeah. So people were kind of disappointed, and he was just like, "Oh, you think that was it? That was just the beginning." So apparently he's in talks with Marvel to do some sort of quote unquote crossover property.
Uh-huh.
That's not even related to that. That was kind of like they were talking. It's like, hey, it would be cool if I just troll everybody and I'm just Groot. I just say like 3 words and like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. But like that wasn't even what he was really teasing. So then obviously there were like speculation he was gonna be Ultron. Now there's even speculation that it's possible that maybe like his character Riddick could cross over maybe into like the Guardians of the Galaxy universe,
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which would kind of make sense, yeah, because it's all space and stuff like that. And he does own the character Riddick.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because apparently he like traded it. Like, what movie was it? I think it was like when he made the cameo in Tokyo Drift.
Uh-huh.
He like had a contract where it's like, hey, give me controlling rights to Riddick, and I'll make the cameo in that movie. And the Chronicles of Riddick bombed so hard they're probably like, take it, take
Yeah.
it. That's even better than giving you money. Take that
Yeah.
shit. We didn't want that. We throw that in the fucking trash can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
So I think that would be really awesome, yeah. Because, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, especially like under the helm of Marvel, because, I mean, oh my God, there's so many good actors in the movie. Benicio del Toro, the black dude from Gladiator,
Yeah.
Batista.
Oh, Jamon Hansu?
Yeah.
Jamon Hansu. Yeah, black guy from Gladiator.
Yeah, you're pretty sick.
Batista, yeah. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana.
You know, it's funny, because I was really, like, skeptical about Batista, and then I think
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to remember. who
Rock
played
and roll. I want the real Rocket Raccoon in that movie. But I don't know. Hopefully Bradley Cooper will bring some. I mean, he's a good actor. I liked Limitless, eating buttons, getting powers.
Yeah, he's not bad.
But I think the director was coming to bat for Batista. He's like, he's been getting a lot of flack. He's like, we didn't just cast him like willy nilly. We didn't just say, oh hey, you're big, we'll just paint you green and call it a day. He's like, he auditioned for it and he was the best one that they had. Which I don't know, that says about everybody else, but I mean, obviously,
Jason Momoa.
well, I don't think he auditioned for it. I think that they were just rumors.
Yeah.
But he would have been perfect.
But
Khal
you had me
Drogo-
all excited for him because once I had seen all of Game of Thrones, I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
I know.
Yes.
Dude, I just want to see him in anything that's not Conan.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that's the same person.
Oh, was it that guy?
Yeah, because I remember when I very
Khal
first
Drogo.
saw him, he was like, sometimes when they have these celebrity cameos on UFC, and they had Jason Momoa, and no one knew who he was. Everyone's just like, who the fuck is this? And then that Conan movie came out, and no one watched it because they looked terrible. And then all of a sudden, I see Game of Thrones. I'm like, oh my god, this Khal Drogo guy's awesome. And I didn't realize it was the same person. Like, that was him?
Yeah.
Like, what happened,
Yeah.
Did he lose all that acting ability after Game of Thrones? Could he only do it when he's not speaking Dothraki,
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it was just funny. It was just... I guess it's one of those things where, I guess depending on the material and the directors, it can really bring a lot out of different actors.
Yeah.
I mean, Dad from Malcolm in the Middle... to Walter White, Heisenberg.
No, no.
I know. I do
I don't
actually
care.
legit
Malcolm in
love
the
that.
Middle is a legitimate,
Yeah.
fantastic series.
It is. I like it. I have no beef with Malcolm in the Middle. I
Yeah.
love that show. I used to
Yeah.
watch it all the time. But most people wouldn't imagine someone who's only known for comedy to be able to do the range of dramatic acting that he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, I can see that.
But not to downplay Malcolm in the Middle, because yes, no, maybe.
I will
Yeah.
bring up the Tom
I don't
Hanks
know.
derivative.
How can you read the
He started in some of the
Bret Hart.
crappiest comedies. Some were pretty funny, and he went on to do the greatest dramatic movies. that
Yeah,
we've
but he
ever
also
seen.
did Da Vinci Code, so...
That was a paycheck movie, man. There's a difference. There's a fucking difference.
You know what? Oh my god. So I remember when I saw that in the theater, I didn't hate it. I was just like, it was not as good as the book, obviously, like most adaptations. But I didn't realize how annoying Audrey Tauto's character is. Like, all she does, she's just clueless. Like if I were a feminist, I would be so offended by that movie. All she's like, what's going on? I don't understand why people are trying to kill me. What's happening? Ah! Like, that's all she does. It's like, it makes me sad because Audrey Tauteau's a good actress.
Yeah.
You know, if you've seen some of her French movies, they're really good. And then for like that to be her first like U.S. role, it's
terrible.
like, really, that's all you're gonna do with her?
Yeah.
Terrible, just terrible. So breaks my heart. So anyway, the Emmys. Who watched the Emmys?
Nobody
did not.
here.
Yeah, I don't know. I never watched the Emmys or the Grammys. Well, I think I watched part of the
Breaking
Oscars.
Bad win anything?
Yeah, they won. That's the only reason why I brought it up.
nice.
They won like outstanding drama, and then Colbert Report won like best variety show or something.
Nice.
About Game of Thrones.
I don't know if Game of Thrones won anything. I don't know. I don't think they did. But to be fair, season 3 was not as strong as seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But they still should have
Red
won
Wedding.
something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I take that all back. the Red Wedding alone should have won like every category, like best supporting actress, Red Wedding. It's like that doesn't make sense. Shut up.
Yeah.
Before
It's an entity all of its own.
Yeah, exactly. Before the phrase come after you. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't think it won anything. I forgot who won all the other ones. I know the chick that plays Skylar won best supporting actress.
Nice.
So all the people that hate Skylar, too bad. She won an Emmy.
She's that good.
Yeah, but
Who else won stuff?
those are the only ones I really cared about. So I don't know who else won anything. I was like, all I need is Breaking Bad and Colbert Report. I'm good. So, well, I just want to talk about like one more thing.
Donnie Yen in
There
the new
you go.
Special Identity movie.
Wow, you just read that.
It hasn't been hit with subtitles yet. It's only going to be released in China and probably other international markets not related
like
to
Hong
the
Kong,
U.S. But it looks like
Taiwan.
a fun fucking movie. If you liked... what movie is he in?
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
If you like Flashpoint, I think this kind of takes Flashpoint
It's
a lot.
it's
A
the
lot
same
of what
Brolin
was
style.
great. Yeah, I think it takes a lot of what was great about Flashpoint and just kind of turns it up a notch.
Yeah.
Not
Which is kind of
possible.
saying a lot considering
Not
Donnie Yen's
possible.
like 10 years from that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So, yeah, it's going to be really good.
To be sick.
All I gotta say, like, first of all, action looks incredible. Like everything Donnie Yen does. But not only that, dude has facial hair. He looks fucking rugged.
Yeah.
Like, I would not mess with
Kind
that
of like
guy.
old Jackie and
Yes,
Karate Kid.
exactly. Yes, Karate Kid Jackie. Yeah, like he looks just that much more like badass. It's just like if you even were thinking for a moment about messing with him,
Yeah.
the second he turned his head and you saw that just rugged, you're like, you know what?
Not
I
happening.
retire from whatever I was doing that may have put me in your path,
Yeah.
Mr. Yen. I respectfully withdraw, and I'm leaving the country. You're like, you don't even want to be in China with him.
Yeah.
He'll fuck you up.
Take my money.
Yeah, basically. Take my razor, please.
Take my wife. I
Yeah.
just want to live.
Take anything you need. Take my money. Take my possessions.
Jesus.
Papa Roach.
He's
Yeah.
gonna kill you just for that. But yeah. And what was the Jason Statham movie?
Homefront.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go through a list before I got to that, but let's just go to Homefront.
Well,
yeah,
that was the only other one.
Are
Ruin
you
my
interested
list.
in that?
Yeah. I thought it was good. It looks like that's like
That looks really good.
Yeah.
Jason Statham's a decent actor, but I think what really makes it for me is James Franco. He's got a really kind of goofy Southern accent, but it's completely legit.
But his name is Gator, and he's like coming
best
My
part.
name's
after
Gator.
Jason
Well, he's a
Statham
meth dealer.
because
Of course
because
his name's
Jason
Gator.
Statham's daughter beat up his son, and then they chase each other with boats at the end. They kidnap his daughter.
Well, he's supposed to be a retired
Doesn't matter. It's still
ATF
terrible.
agent or something like that. The role was originally supposed to be Sylvester
Every
Stallone,
80s
which
action
the
movie is
movie
a retired DA.
the movie's actually written by Sylvester Stallone, and it was written by him back in I think just after he did like Rambo 2 or 3. So it's a movie he's been wanting to do for at least 20 years.
Okay.
And when he finally got a director, got a producer, got a couple of producers, he couldn't do it because of his commitments to Expendables 3. And I think also Grudge Match. So he gave it... No, it wasn't Expendables 3. I think it was Grudge Match, and that's why he gave it to Statham.
I see.
Instead, he was like, well, he's kind of fallen off in work, but I think he's a really solid
He needs a
actor.
paycheck.
And everybody that was there loved him, and I think he worked with the director before, so they were all really like comfortable
Yeah.
with each other.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks good. I mean, it's Jason Statham at the end of the day.
That's my argument. Though. It's Jason Statham at the end of the day. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just that it's just him and he's beating up people.
But I haven't seen him beat up people in a while.
But it's never interesting when he beats up people.
Well, I guess
that
the whole
hasn't been
thing,
interesting since the Transporter.
I was sold with the way Sylvester Stallone kind of pitched it. Was that Statham does more justice to the movie than Stallone would have, since Statham they told Statham to keep his British accent, not to change it to American, so that obviously even though he's had an American job for years, he can retire off of it. He's basically from a different country.
Yeah.
Raised his daughter here, and now he's moving out to a rural town to kind of lay low and retire. And he's basically a fish out of water, even in this situation, even more so in this situation. Yeah. So him being of British descent kind of helps because he's in the deep South.
Yeah.
And it's like it's black and white to what he used to do, where he used to live, even as a kid, and now he's trying to raise his daughter in a completely different environment, very hostile environment that he's not used to. So it kind of helped in that situation. I was like, okay, no, I get it. There's a little bit of character, there's background to this whole entire situation.
I just like James Franco. It's like the mustache twirling, like Southern villain. Like, we don't take too kindly to you, British.
I think people are maybe comparing him a little bit to maybe like Leonardo DiCaprio. Candy, yeah. But no, I don't see it like that. I kind of see him like as like a more like refined approach to the character that he played in Spring Breakers. I forgot what that dude's name was, but it was another ridiculous name.
Yeah.
But he had this really weird Southern, like half like ghetto gangster accent. I didn't like it at all. It sounded really weird. But in this, I was like, okay, I've heard people talk like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was sold the second I saw James Franco.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be fun.
Same here.
But yeah,
but I was sold
by James Franco.
I was sold even more.
So weird.
I never have been for some reason.
I was sold even more because just hearing Sylvester Stallone's whole pitch on it. So
it's going to be good.
It's going to be a good movie.
All I wanted was something to eat. But yeah, I don't know. It's not going to be great. I'm not going to see him like, oh my god, this should win every Oscar ever, and I love it more than other movies that I loved prior. But I mean, it just seems like it'll be a fun movie. Just like, hey, nothing else is out in the theaters. Let me check this movie out. See Jason Statham beat people up. See James Franco.
Jason Statham.
Talk with a Southern accent, and I'll be merry.
Do you want to borrow my Wild Hogs DVD? That'll take us some good amount of time. It's really good.
How does he do that?
How
does he do that? Oh, he's with the Wild Hogs.
I think that's what
hasn't been here for 3 fucking weeks.
That's what I was about to say.
Pulls out Wild
That's
Hogs.
what this podcast has been missing. The
Wild Hogs,
movie
bitches
of the decade. Wild Hogs.
Decade.
People. Yeah.
Of the millennia.
Of the millennium.
Of the Centurion. The Centurion.
Now, I got 2 more movies to talk about.
Centurion.
So okay, all right. What was the Special Identity? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, I wish I had more thumbs.
No, I give it thumbs up. I give it on thumbs up.
The Bob Beetle thumbs up.
1,000 thumbs up. It's Donnie Yen. Instant
okay,
thumbs up.
so it gets the official Pit War seal.
For me.
It gets the official Pit War seal of approval.
Donnie Yen sells.
Go see it. Okay,
well, it's not
home
out
front.
Yet, but when it is out.
Yeah, to go see it. That's what I mean.
Oh.
It gets the seal of approval. Go see it.
See it now.
All right, home front. I give it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs down.
Okay, 2 out of 1.
Yeah.
No official seal to go see it, but highly recommended. Highly recommended. Go see
that
it.
Math.
That means go see it unless you're tired of seeing Jason Statham.
Next
movie.
Next movie I want to talk about is Grudge Match with Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro, 2 retired boxers that had two fights with each other. Sylvester's character Razor wins one, and De Niro's character, I forget his name, Sully or some shit. He wins one. So yeah, it's kind of like Rocky. So they won 1-1, but they never had the grudge match to settle it once and for all. You know, there wasn't the Frazier Ali where Frazier won the first one, Ali won the next 2. So that's basically what this movie is. Two boxers way past their prime, even more so than Rocky Balboa.
Like 2 actors way past their prime.
Yeah, probably. But I think they complement each other real well. And it's been a long time since I've seen Robert De Niro in like a really good movie.
What I was going to compare it to...
He's done a lot of crappy paycheck movies.
Yeah.
What I was going to compare it to is I haven't seen Sylvester Stallone be that much of a smartass in a while since I've seen like Tango and Cash, where like he was just like a kind of a smartass, funny guy for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Not your typical
you
Stallone.
Never seen Get Carter?
I've never seen Get Carter actually.
It's not like funny.
I never got it.
I think it was like an answer to Mel Gibson's Payback movie.
I saw like one scene
But
of Get
obviously
Carter
Payback
where he
was
was
way
like
better.
naked in the
Oh,
shower,
man,
and I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Has Sir Michael Caine in it.
My eyes
That
don't want to
helps.
see this.
I don't know. I kind of want to see it.
Does
I won't. I probably won't pay money to see it in theater, but definitely
someone buys your
Redbox.
ticket.
Yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up.
Well,
Give it a thumbs
first I have to give my reason for not wanting to see it.
Okay, go ahead.
I was kind of intrigued, and then Kevin Hart came in there as, I'm the
Yeah, it's got
wisecracking
Kevin Hart.
sidekick. I don't
But
wanna
it's
see
also
that.
got
Yeah,
Alan Arkin.
See,
so.
I don't mind Kevin Hart.
I don't even see. That's the thing. I didn't hate him in the last movie I saw him in, but I don't need more.
You see,
Kevin
like, Be
Hart.
Like a Man.
Yeah, and
He
yeah.
was good in that. Yeah.
See, he was good in that, but it's just like I just
His
don't
stand-up has made me laugh. I'm not saying like all like a whole like 45 minutes of his
Yeah.
stand-up, but he definitely has some good jokes. So I don't hate him.
Oh yeah.
But-
to me, he's just he's just a turnoff. Like
Yeah, I
he
get
walks
that.
into the room and I'm like, I lost my appetite.
I get
You're
that.
walking
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I see how he could easily be that kind of person.
To me, he just seems like the poor man's Chris Tucker. Like, it seems like
Yeah.
he's playing that exact role where he's just like, "Oh man, this is what's going on, man."
But
not nearly as good as Chris Tucker does it. Just like my impression.
we're not gonna have we don't have a Chris Tucker anymore though.
But he's
in
coming
Hollywood.
back. Actually,
He's not coming back.
he's coming back last Friday.
No,
I'm not joking. He's coming back.
I heard that he was coming back. I don't know if he is. Have you
He's
seen
coming
him?
back. You have Prometheus.
Until I see a trailer
he
or
will
some
Yeah,
kind
until I
of other
see a
news,
trailer,
I'm gonna
I'll
look it
believe
up.
it.
I'll look it up later.
I feel like it's like one of those things where he just like said, "Yeah, I'll do it," then he'll just like not do it.
Probably.
I'm sure he's got that Rush Hour money.
I was about to say Rush Hour 4. Anyone?
That
no, it's
was
like, I
that
don't
Money
want-
Talks?
Yeah, yeah. Rush Hour 4 is garbage. But yeah, I give it a thumbs down. I don't want to see Kevin Hart.
Rush Hour 4.
Yeah.
That movie wasn't even made, was it?
So I guess
Yeah.
don't go see.
wait.
Match.
What did Beetle? What did you give it a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
Okay.
The De Niro movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it
Okay,
a thumbs up.
well,
I was
Alright.
go
interested.
see it.
Doesn't get the official seal, but strongly recommended. Go
It
see
gets
it.
like a mangled hand seal.
It's like a thumbs up, but it's like all fucked up. Like
You
somebody
get-
just
you get-
smashed it with a hammer. Like, yeah, you had to sacrifice that thumb in order to put
It's
it
like
up.
you get the Pit War fist, but the fist is made from a hand of somebody who had a lot of gambling debts with the mafia, so they chopped off a few fingers.
Yeah.
It's an open to interpretation hand.
Well, that's how I interpret mine.
Yeah.
By chopping
Freddy
off
Four fingers.
by chopping off someone's hand at
He
the
makes
bookies.
bad fucking.
All right, so the last movie,
dangerous fucking
unfortunately, because I was trying to end this on a high note with Homefront, is Man of Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Keanu Reeves,
Yeah.
Tiger something,
Tiger Chen.
Tiger Chin,
Tiger Knee.
I was just say Tiger,
Tiger uppercut.
I'm a fan of Keanu Reeves.
I'm a fan of Tiger uppercuts.
I'm not a fan of that action in that movie, though.
So Man of Tai Chi has man and no Tai Chi, apparently according to Prometheus.
I don't know, like. Well, you go ahead.
I think it looks like a fun movie. You know, it's got the. I thought it was gonna be more grounded footwork, handwork, more in lieu with like Born Identity and even Ip Man as far as like the. Because it has the floaty stuff, but I really love Ip Man.
Yeah.
Ip
Even
Man
though
had some of the
it's
floaty
got
stuff,
the
too.
got the floaty stuff, but it tones it down.
Yeah, it
you know,
definitely
to where
does.
it's just like, oh, it's like a little supernatural. Okay, I get you're selling it, overselling it, but it's still a really incredibly fun, deep emotional movie. Ip Man 2 just kind of threw that out the window.
Yeah.
Let's do a fun kung fu hustle shit,
Fight on the chairs. On the
fight on
tables.
chairs, you know. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be something more like Ip Man. It still looks like a fun movie. Definitely Redbox, or wait till it just shows up on my Netflix queue one day. I'm definitely not gonna go pay to see this. I was at first, but then listening to your ramblings, I was like, yeah, you're probably right. But it still looks like a fun movie. Just maybe I'm not as enthusiastic as I was maybe like 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was intrigued by it. Yeah, kind of the same way you were thinking, or you were saying, because it was kind of sold the way I had heard about it. Was like, this guy is like a master of Tai Chi. He goes to the underground club. I was thinking it was going to be kind of like Unleashed.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, obviously I expected an exaggerated style of Tai Chi, but I wanted it to at least look like Tai Chi. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in Tai Chi, but I know that you're not going to do a flying armbar in fucking Tai Chi, you know? Like, I've never seen Tai Chi in, like, a martial arts movie, and I've always wanted to see it, so I was excited, and then I see, like, everything but Tai Chi, so that ruined it for me. The only saving grace was the part where Keanu Reeves was running at him. He was like, "You owe me a life!" He just looks like the most emotion you've ever seen Keanu Reeves ever put forth in a performance. So, I don't know. I mean, I definitely would see it if it was, like, on Netflix, but I wouldn't go to the theater to go see it.
Yeah, okay. My only like thing that I'm wondering, because it doesn't really the trailer doesn't explain a whole lot, but he keeps saying how he's an honorable man, and that he wouldn't use Tai Chi to kill people. So my only other like line of thought is like, okay, maybe he doesn't use Tai Chi at all in the whole movie, and just uses like MMA, just like, no, I'm a man of honor. I swore that I would not use Tai Chi for evil things. So he doesn't use Tai Chi. He uses like Jiu-Jitsu and Krav Maga and other things like that.
Maybe that's what it is.
Doing John Jones.
That's the only thing that I can think of where it's like, okay, maybe that's why you don't see any Tai Chi in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Then they should
that's all I've
got. They
got.
should make the title "Man Who Doesn't Use Tai Chi" in this movie. Then I feel like I wouldn't I wouldn't have had such false advertising.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good theory. I can buy that.
And the other thing I wanted to bring up, which I think is funny and maybe a good ending note, is that I was excited and disappointed by this movie for the same reason, Prometheus. You brought my hopes up in this movie like 3 days ago, 2-3 days ago. It was yesterday. And you were just like, yeah, this movie sounds really awesome. And I saw the trailer this morning, like literally like around 10 this morning. I was like, yeah, sweet. I fooled myself into thinking, like, yeah, we're going to go have fun watching this movie. And then you finally see the trailer, and you're just like, yeah, it's not as great as I thought. I was like, yeah, I don't fucking think so either. I am a fool. I'm a stupid, dumb, gullible fool.
Well, the movie in question, Grandmaster.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing?
Oh, okay, you had it confused.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was defending it at first, and you were the one that was told me like the action was over the top, and I was like, no, from what I've heard, it's more grounded. You really see the technique and why these martial arts are so important to people. And then I saw it. I was like, I don't want to fucking watch this. Yeah.
Yeah, like I told you, he punches that pillar, and like screws come out the other side.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, if you got Zhang Ziyi, she's an incredible action star, but, you know, it's like she's always involved in, like, the floaty movies, Crouching Tiger movies, House of Flying Daggers,
Rush
Hero.
Hour 2, yeah.
Yeah, Rush Hour 2.
You want some apple? Her only English line. No one remembers it. Like, it's the part where they're in the limo.
Yeah.
And she's like, offering the chick the apple's like, want some of my apple? And then she gives it to her, and she takes a bite, and she throws, like, her dagger through the freaking apple.
I remember that.
But yeah,
Rosalind Sanchez.
Yeah, that's her name. But yeah, but I don't know. But to me, Crouching Tiger, like I love the action in that movie. So
no, I do too.
Yeah.
I don't fault it for that. But I remember explaining it to you, and you were like arguing. No, I think it was a little grounded, and I was like, you know, because I easily doubt myself, and I was just like. Maybe it was. Maybe I went back and watched it. Like, no, it's a fucking floaty movie.
Well, because that was the thing. Because I was like, well, is it more or less over the top than Crouching Tiger? And you're like less. So I was like, okay. And then I watched it. It was just like, I don't want to watch this.
Not much.
I would still say it's I'd still say it's less, but yeah,
it might be less, but it's still like I don't know. I mean, I guess
it still didn't meet your expectations.
Yeah, I think it's because like Cyrus, Phil built up my expectations. So I blame it all on him.
Yeah.
Just like they did with Judge Dredd. Or not Judge Dredd, but Dredd. Which is still a good movie. Mm-hmm. But they compared it to The Raid. And in plot, it is similar. But I was expecting, like, crazy action. It's
well,
good
you mean
action.
There was no plot?
Well, I mean, you go into a building, you get locked down, everyone's trying to kill you.
More
okay,
like a scenario
premise.
than a plot.
Premise.
Okay, premise.
Similar premise. But I mean, Raid Redemption is just oh my god! Like that's the whole new standard for like action movies.
This is the most incredible thing that I can say in the nerdiest voice that I have.
I know because I just recently seen Dredd.
Yeah,
and I think Raid Redemption. I mean, I felt bad for some people that died in that movie.
Oh my god! Yeah,
and, Raid and fucking Dredd. I'm just like, damn, just like fucking getting hype.
Yeah, boy, he died.
Just like people just fucking people getting murdered. Like that dude that's like falling to the ground, but like in slow motion.
Yeah.
Just like, oh damn, that sucks. But like you see that, but you watch like Raid Redemption, you're just like, damn, that really sucks.
Because I guess the difference is like all the SWAT team guys are getting killed, and they get put in like a shitty situation. And Dredd's killing everybody, so you're like rooting for him. He's just ruthless. Yeah. You must carry out the sentence at his death, and just boom, headshot. But yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I forgot what the chick's name is that plays in that movie, but she's really good too. I'd like to see her in more stuff. But I don't know. Like, I just really enjoyed it. I mean, especially if you remember the original Judge Dredd.
And Armand Assante, I think.
Yeah, Armand Assante and Sylvester Stallone.
I am the law.
I am the law. Yeah, it was so much better. So much better. And
Rob Schneider.
God.
Fuck Rob Schneider.
God.
He was in Demolition Man, too. I wanted to murder him then.
I'm so glad Rob Schneider's not in movies anymore.
Dennis Leary was in Demolition Man.
God rest
Who
his
was
soul.
he?
Dennis Leary's not dead.
He died in Spider-Man. SWAT team, you guys stay there. I'm going to go
He
fight
offered
this
Sylvester
monster.
Stallone a rat burger.
Oh, he was the underground, the leader of the underground, the
Yeah.
swamp, not swamp
You
people,
want a
the
rat burger?
the sewers guy.
Crab people.
Yeah, he's that thief.
crab
Yeah, I remember that now.
People.
He was like doing his bit, but like in the sewers.
Yeah.
He just like these people above
Come on.
ground. I got
Come
everything.
on.
We got nothing. I
Come on.
got coffee.
Come on.
Hey, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Cigarettes.
Come
I'm
on.
Irish. We're always angry.
Got every flavored
drink a
coffee
lot.
except coffee flavored coffee. That's the only thing I've heard like on his comedy station.
Did you ever watch the show that he had where they're trying to find like a? It was like they're trying to make like a new show.
Rescue me.
No, it wasn't. It was before he was on Rescue Me. It's before he showed that he was this great dramatic actor. But it was on Comedy Central, and it's him and some other guy, and they were trying to get like put together like a new show. It was kind of like a reality show where contestants were like pitching ideas and stuff. I just remember he came off as like such a dick, and not in a good way. I was like, Dennis Leary, I hate Dennis Leary. And then like I remember, I think I saw some of Rescue Me, and then something else that changed my mind like right before Spider-Man, or maybe it was Spider-Man. I was like, this guy is great. Like I don't know, I hated him all these
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a dick. Maybe he's not.
I think he actually is a dick in real life because I think he actually had a show about him being a dick. But in that regard, it
Him
was
and Jon
like,
Stewart like really good friends.
probably
Yeah.
BFFs.
Does it matter?
Did you ever watch
No,
I'm
but I
with
watched that
Busey?
interview. It was pretty cool. Huh?
Did you ever watch that show I'm with Busey?
Yeah,
Gary
I
Busey?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that show was funny.
That was one of my favorite ones.
Remember that episode where he tried to like light the kid on fire? They're like around this campfire and he's chasing him with like a burning branch.
I've heard the one that took him to a simulation, and Gary Busey was going to be his bodyguard, and the kid kept getting shot with paintballs. He's like, "Am I dead now?" He's like, "No, I'm protecting you." It's just like, no, like he's like, "No, you're not dead because I'm protecting you, even though you got shot 50 times." I fucking love that show. It was like, how many episodes was that show?
I think it
don't
was
know,
only like a
not
season
enough.
or two.
Yeah, it was like a season. I thought it was good.
Maybe like 20-something
It's
episodes.
entertaining as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout outs to Killcam. He's apparently frightened by Gary Busey.
Is it really?
Yeah. You like had tweeted something about
giant
it.
teeth.
Yeah. Probably everything about him. Probably the fact that he's also psychotic.
Yeah.
Probably didn't help.
He has a piece of his brain missing.
All of it.
Yeah. A nice
Nothing-
chunk.
He's got nothing but stem.
And on that bombshell,
Yeah, and with that.
I'm Agamemnon.
I'm Bobby Beto.
And I'm Prometheus!
And this is...
Straight out of Austin.
Thanks for the fucking anticlimactic outro.
Fuck, man! You know what? Fuck it. We're closing on that.
You've been gone for 3 weeks. We give you an opportunity to be on a podcast, and you blew it!
You blew it!
Remember when we came up with Straight Out of Austin? Were you there?
Were you there?
Were you there?
You there? You
Come on, fucking guy.
Oh, yeah, and also Luis was someone else we interviewed on the podcast.
Luis Caistano.
I knew I was going to forget somebody.
Oh, yeah, an hour later.
Frijoles.
Hey, better late than never.
True.
Hey, when you're pushed to the edge,
Burrito.
forgetting people is as easy as breathing.
Forgetting people. Jeez. Yeah. You got Alzheimer's? No, why? You're not going to remember anything.
Kyle here. If you're like me, then you want all your shows in one spot, or a lot of shows in the same place, or better yet, some really great podcasts all on one network. Visit 4eyeradio.com for all the best shows featured on Blog Talk Radio, Stitcher, iTunes, Mixcloud, and more. 4-Eyed Radio Network, the Fern.